Welcome back, everybody, and thank you so much for staying with us. Now, having introduced a new legal team at his last appearance, former President Jacob Zuma's defense, now led by Advocate Mike Hellens, has filed their application for a permanent stay of prosecution. And for more on this, we cross to SABC reporter Ayanda Mhlongo, who has been camping outside the court. A very good morning to you again, Ayanda. Thank you so much for staying with us. We understand that former President Jacob Zuma will make his appearance at around 8:30. Do you want to take us through what's been happening at the moment and what we should expect throughout the day?
Yeah, good morning to you, SMP, and good morning to our viewers once again. Certainly, we understand that he should be arriving here at court at around 8:30 this morning, and proceedings expected around 9 a.m. here at the Pietermaritzburg High Court. And earlier on, as we're speaking, SMP, I tell you, outside of the court precinct, it's a buzz of activity. As you know, last night, this started last night with the supporters of the former president gathering for that night vigil, which took place throughout the night. And earlier on this morning, we see his supporters starting to arrive here outside the court. So I tell you, right, it's quiet at the moment here where we are inside the court building, but just across the road and adjacent from where we are, that is where the activity is taking place this morning. There is hawkers, people selling ANC regalia, people dancing at the moment. So the mood of excitement, and his supporters eagerly awaiting the arrival of the former president. As I said, of course, inside the proceedings should get underway at around 9 a.m. this morning. We understand that it is going to be a brief appearance. As you know, that 2 weeks ago, the legal teams of Zuma and that of his co-accused French arms company Thales, they filed their applications for a permanent stay of prosecution. And as you're speaking there earlier on, Simpiwa, about some of the points that the former president is making in the affidavit that he filed, which is about a 286-page affidavit that he filed at this court, where he largely speaks about his concerned pre-trial irregularities, speaking about the based on the Browsmore report as well as the spy tapes, also speaking about political interference. And this is something that the former president has often spoken about. We know that once the court proceedings have concluded, he often goes across and to address his supporters. And this is one thing. From the first time that he appeared in April in Durban, he continuously has been speaking about the political interference in this particular case, also indicating that there are members of the ANC, that there are members of the NPA that he believes were party to this and smearing his name. Equally so, of course, is that application by his co-accused French arms company Thales, and the affidavit submitted by its representative, Ms. Christine Guerrier. As we know that the first two appearances, she did personally fly down from France to represent the company. But in the last two appearances, she did get an exemption from the courts. And we understand that today as well, she has been exempted. But their legal team, led by Advocate Anton Katz, in their application, they also spoke about the delays, the unreasonable delays in this case, and also speaking about the fact that Simpiwe, when the Supreme Court of Appeal ruled on the Zuma matter, saying that the charges against him should not have been withdrawn, thus leading to where we are now. Thales states that they were not part of that matter, and so they do not understand why, after the charges were withdrawn against them in 2009, why these charges have been reinstated. And so basically they too saying that there's been unreasonable delays, and they do not understand why they are now also being the charges against the company are being reinstated now alongside accused number one, which is the former President Jacob Zuma. But as I said, a lot to look forward to inside the court, and of course we'll also be monitoring what will be happening outside the court. We're going to leave it here for now outside the Pietermaritzburg High Court and take things back to you, Simpiwe.